Alright, what are Hubot Collective? Welcome into another reading. We're gonna jump into this one and see what messages have to come through. Hopefully, you all have been doing well, feeling blessed, highly favored. The full moon Leo energies have been very it's strange, very powerful to say the least. I will say for the first full moon event that we are having of this year, and it's also the snow moon as well. So there's a lot of things that just energetically aren't very easy. The seas are rough, I'll say that. But regardless, we're gonna see what's been going on. What's going up with the energies? What's going on with anything for the collective spirit? And how is it going? So first we have the devil reverse. This is all about detachment. You could be detaching. There feels like, I don't know, it feels like there's a lot of things detaching. It's giving okay, liminal isolation is the word that came to mind. It's giving, I don't know. Yeah, I guess it's that episode of SpongeBob where Squidward goes into the future, and it's the alone part where he's like, I'm all alone, and then all the alone start going around. That's what's really coming to me right now. Is there's just this floating in nothingness that's kind of happening for some people, and it's as strange as how it feels. Like there's not much. And I even heard like no strings attached. Like there's nothing attached. Just like you're floating, but there's nothing like attached to you. There's no strings on you. There's nothing. It's and I am kind of getting like a waiting type energy, but at the same time, it's weird because at the same time of it being a waiting energy, there's also something saying that it's don't wait. There's not like you shouldn't be waiting. There should be an action that needs to be taken. You should be looking at an option and already knowing how to move with it. And this is the Seven of Cups reverse even. So it's definitely a need to detach and choose an option almost. There's something that you haven't necessarily been choosing or been walking with that I feel like the divine is trying to show you where or how to move. If that makes sense. I don't know why I was gonna say if that makes sense. It does. It's like it's giving timeline shift is what it's giving. It's giving an actual timeline shift. But it's interesting because I'm just looking at the numerology on here, right? With the devil, the Seven of Cups, and the Seven of Cups also has a 9 on it. And we're looking at it's like the only thing that's missing is 8. The only thing that's missing is 8. And that's the test. There's some sort of test that it's either you skipped, you're trying to skip, or it hasn't happened yet. It's on one of those 3 parameters. But this is trying to show you the detachment of it. For some of you, you might have purposely avoided this test or avoided a test because you thought that you didn't need it. This is all about like I'm getting morality boundaries and things of that nature. Yeah, the 9 of Cups. There's some sort of wish that wasn't fulfilled or isn't being fulfilled, and there needs to be a deeper look with it. And even with the sirens going off, Archangel Michael, and it was so interesting because I felt called to wear my Michael pendant today. So it's definitely to do with Archangel Michael. This is definitely about needing to move forward, needing to trust, being positioned. And if anyone worked with Michael, you already know that Archangel Michael is one to get people to move even when they don't really feel like it. It's definitely listen to me because I'm trying to get you out of somewhere with Michael's energy. In the Page of Cups reverse, there's something that you're not listening. You're not listening to how you truly feel. Learning how to speak fish, learning how to tell what your heart wants, learning to speak what's on your feelings, learning to actually feel some things. You could be trying to remove blockages with Reiki or subliminals or meditations, but the reason it's not working is because you're actually not putting in any of the actual physical work. You're trying to avoid it. And that could be the test that some people are avoiding or not paying attention to, or the test that they're about to embark on is really listening into new depths, really seeing, and it's coming out this way, but it's also reverting, like being reversed. It's like to see where you were wrong at, but to also realize that there was nothing wrong with it. It's being the more authentic version of yourself, really speaking your mind, really speaking what the truth is. It's something about past traumas that have happened where events conspired and you weren't able to fully express it, so you bottled it up to a degree. But the way you bottled it up in the past was okay for that period, I'll say. And the reason why it was okay for that period is because you already seen it from a different perspective, and it's like now that you've incorporated this lesson or incorporated this event, it's time to allow it to marinate while you go off and focus on other things. And it's coming back to show you. I mean, I also heard mirror event. This could literally be an event that's already happened to you that's kind of just being mirrored back to you again. If you could be picking up the same ideas, the same hobbies, even continuing something from a past cycle that's happening now, but it's progressing further and you're missing certain components that were holding you back in the past, right? But it's there to show you that you're almost there. You have everything that you're needing, but there's some extra steps. There's something internal. There's something that you're not necessarily speaking about or speaking on, or and speaking on doesn't need to be spoken to someone else. You can if you need, but being spoken on needs for you to acknowledge it and speak with it with yourself. Yeah, with the Six of Pentacles, even there's something about you giving back to yourself. You're needing to give back to yourself. I don't know if anyone else has seen this video because it just came up. I was looking at it. There was this video of these two African boys who were in some shop selling potatoes on the ground in like baskets, and the store owner got them up and put them on a bench and said, "You don't need to be down there. You need to be sitting somewhere and selling these. You're not beggars anymore. You're businessmen, and you need to start acting like it." And that just came to me whenever I was looking at the Six of Pentacles. There's something about you you're leaving this woe is me energy. It's like you're leaving this woe is me energy, and it's like the past time this might have happened, there was a fire that struck inside of you, and it pushed you and it motivated you to do more. But over time after that happened, that flame began to die down, and you notice that through things externally slowing down or ceasing to exist at times around you. um and this is the time where it's showing you like your flame is being brought back up again, so use your time wisely. um and I'll okay, I'm being told to say this as well. If you haven't, definitely do it for 3 days. It would have been good if I made this yesterday, because yesterday would have been a good day to do it, but today's a good day to do it as well. But with the full moon being in Leo, definitely take a piece of paper and write down a very powerful affirmation that includes all the things that you're wanting, like the life, the relationship, the money, the car, the house, whatever you're wanting, right? whatever you're desiring, write like a one sentence quick affirmation, make it super powerful, use the correct words and everything for it, right? And then put something of yours in it, whether that's your spit or like some just something of yours, like from your body, of you, not of them, not of the external, from the internal, right? Whatever is going on in the internal. You got your menstrual blood, you can use that. You have like pee, you can use that. Whatever you need to do, use that, right? And then whenever you're done with that, fold it twice towards you, and then you can put it in like a Ziploc bag so it doesn't get tore up or get anything anywhere. But put it underneath your mattress or in your pillow. Make sure that you're able to sleep on it. Sleep on it for 3 nights. Take it out of the bag, or if you didn't have it, just take it out. Put it in a burnable bowl. Burn it till it turns to ash, and send the ashes out. Do something of that nature. And a lot of people are going to be like, why would I do that? I have XYZ. And you have to understand that you may think that you have X, Y, and Z, but if you did have them so closely and so tightly as you think, and X, Y, Z meaning whatever God you're going to call them, right? They would have already fixed it for you immediately. There are things you need to do on this earth. There's things that you need to tap into. And unfortunately, people are afraid to do it because of a whole scare. And in reality, most everyone that that does have the success does some form of magic, because life is simply magic. You do one thing and it creates another. That's what it is. It's a chain reaction. It's a combustion. It's whatever you want to call it. Look at chemistry. That's really all that's going on in life. It's a gigantic chemical experiment. It's a gigantic chemical reaction. So you need to be doing something other than being the stagnant, the neutral. You can't just be that neutral. You need to be able to switch from the acidic to the base, and not just stay in the middle of that. You need to be able to choose and be fluid with what's going on around you. If things are stagnant, you need to do something that's in that stagnancy to cause some form of action, to spark something up and to kick it off. Regardless of how it is, you're needing to do something to click it in and to push it forward. There's this action that needs to be taken. There's some form of background step that you need to do. Yeah, and the Four of Pentacles even comes out because there's something as well. It's interesting because it's like there's something, some form of like value, something on there's something that you're holding too deeply onto. Sorry, I'm imagining the Four of Pentacles in my mind. I gotta get it up because I'm not using the Rider Waite. But it's really is like you're sitting on this masonry. You're sitting on top of this thing that you've built, this stone pillar, this masonry, right? Masons are brick builders or brick placers. You look at masonry, that's what it is, right? You're sitting on top of the bricks and you're holding tightly onto this external outcome. You're holding on to the effect of things too much. You're holding on to the point of, oh, if I keep building onto this, things are going to get heavier for me. So let me just stop right here and not worry about it. And if that's what you're desiring and that's what you're only wanting, and you're wanting to just, not do anymore, that's cool. That's on you. This rest of it isn't for you. But if you're desiring something more, if you're desiring to get to the life that you're actually wanting, there's something about you needing to let go of the rewards that you have for the current time and move forward. I also heard don't sell yourself cheap. Like, don't cut yourself down short because of things happening. You have the High Priestess reverse because there's something that you're not seeing. There's a rule, there's a structure. The rule even could just be the 4 phases: the fire to water to air to earth, right? The incomplete phase, the rules aren't working. There's something that's not in the favor of you, and you're needing to find that out. And the only way you can find that out is by cutting out distractions. It could just be you being too distracted. It could be you feeling, oh, I'm too stressed out, let me do something else. But in actuality, you're not really feeling stress. You're feeling the pressure from the internal point of view of you fighting yourself, of you knowing what you need to do, but your ego giving you gratification on another on another opinion to keep you stuck in an area or stuck doing the same things over and over again. It could be you being like, I feel like I'm exhausted, but are you actually exhausted, or do you think that you are due to you comparing how much work you've done to your current in reality right now feedback from that, right? That doesn't mean that you're tired. That just means that you're agitated because something is not adding up. There's an over extortion of energy being put to things that don't matter, that then causes this anxiety, this stress, this pressure up inside of you that needs to be reevaluated so that you can move forward more eloquently. That's what's going on. So what else is going up here, Spirit? Yeah, the Eight of Swords reverse. If you notice, oh, here, I need to get them because this would be a good time to get this out. We're not using the deck, but a lot of this it's gonna make a lot more sense if I just use this one. It's the same message, but on the Eight of Swords, do you see all the swords around them, right? And you would think that they're trapped in, but they're not actually trapped in. The swords are spread around, and there's water there. There's a path of water to follow, right? So you're not actually trapped with the Eight of Swords being upright. There's a way out. You're unfolding yourself. You're going through the test. With the Eight of Swords reversed, there's some sort of test, and even here, there's like a bell. It's like, is that a fucking yeah? It's a yeah. There's like a bell on there, and then there's a bird, like a really gigantic bird in a jail cell. But this is the test you didn't take. There was something that you didn't ring. There was something you didn't quite get. It's something that you didn't quite master is how it's coming through. Yeah, Four of Wands, because there's a lack of harmony between the self. It's like you were put to the test, but you didn't pass it because that test ended up separating you more. You were like, oh, I'm gonna do this, and then you tried to do that, and you're like, I don't want to do this anymore, or I'm just not gonna do it at all. There was a test that was just completely ignored. Confirmation with the sirens coming out. And again, it's a test that Archangel Michael was trying to get you to see the answer to as almost like a last. It's like it's coming to me in two ways, like last ditch and a last effort. But we have the Ace of Wands anyway. You're receiving, you're not receiving, you're being met with ideas. Understand that you don't get ideas, you are met with ideas. Ideas exist, and then you have a feeling towards the idea that exists. There's an idea of something, an inspiration, an in spirit ion, spirit moving. There's a God factor. There's a light. There's a wand. There's a literal beginning that's happening, and they're trying to get you to see what's going on. He wants you to be able to focus on that so you can come back to you back together to Two of Cups. And it's not that you're separated from Michael, you're separated from yourself. When you separate from yourself, this is how it happens. And I'll break this down for you because not a lot of people know how this is. They want to be like, I can't hear my angels because they're not around me or XYZ, and they're worried about their angels not being around them and whatever. That's not what's going on here. When you separate from yourself, it is your mind from your heart. It is your masculine from your feminine. It is from what you perceive externally from what the divine gives you internally. That's what's separating. That's what's being separated. So it's up to you to understand that and to know that when you feel disconnected from your guides, from whoever, from God even, or whoever, whatever you're trying to contact or connect with, it's not the fact that they're not there, it's the fact that you are disconnected from your heart space completely, because your heart space holds all the answers. And when you become confounded and convoluted by ideas and emotions, or being too reactive or just being too observant of things going around you, it can block off your heart space. It can block off you seeing the things that you're needing to see to help you out in the situations that are conspiring or prospiring, I should say, and happening for you, not to you, but for you. It is that detachment that's needed. And sometimes that can be, it's going to be rough to see, obviously, but it's more important to focus on the why, remembering the why. So connect back to your heart space if you are having those issues. Yeah, there's some form of temper, some sort of explosive energy that's happening, some sort of this shouldn't be happening, or XYZ. It's like a ticking time bomb is finally exploding. This could have to do with money, this could have to do with finances. Either your finances going kaput or your finances exploding here soon. There's something about like uh it's with the moon phases. It's like you may even be feeling like your money's attached to these moon phases, and if it is, allow this Leo moon to really allow the flame, the Ace of Wands that you're seeing, combust and grow into a greater fire, become more mature. But there's something again like maybe moon magic when it comes to this finances that you're going to do, burning a candle in honor of it. Doing the thing I said with the affirmation under the pillow. There's something that you're needing to do in the third eye, even here. Like you need to allow yourself to see something more spiritually. The reason why these finances have been going down is due to a spiritual reason, not because of a. And the finances doesn't have to just do with money. Finances could be with anything, right? When you're talking about money, it's always any energy. It could be money, it could be it could be self-worth, it could be time, it could be whatever you need to spend, right? Because odds all it is money is an idea for spending, right? There's something that you're not seeing completely because of a drunk type energy. You're not seeing something because you're intoxicated with this overindulging even in a certain feeling, in a certain space of water that's not healthy for you, a toxin. And here we have illness again. There's some form of like residual anger or disagreement or something that you're not liking. This could even be just thinking back in the past and doing that shadow work and then coming upon something that just kind of takes you the wrong way. There's some form of intoxication that's not helping you out in this time, and you're needing to really work and see through that with candle work even coming out here in meditation. Again, burning candles, doing meditation. This is a good moon cycle to start doing that and to start clearing out some of those old beliefs, especially because it's a Leo moon. Do some sun and or fire rituals to help you with releasing things. You can even do like if you know how to do it, you could do a fire cleanse. Working with Sekhmet could also be very beneficial for you as well. But this is like there's something that's trying to be seen, like it's God's allowing you to see something deeper, is putting things on you in a heavy sense because there's something you need to see. And I'll delve into this deeper as well because people just don't get it when it comes to God. They want to be in their imaginary state of being. When you hear God is doing something around you or to you or for you, they're literally meaning, and they don't explain this because they don't know it. They mean that the events happening around you are happening around you to show you God. When you look at this painting behind me, that is God. When you look at that lamp, that is God. When you see the sunlight reflecting off of like the crown here, that is God. The fact that all of these pixels are connected together and you can see these movements, that is God. God is everything, everywhere, all at once. God is exactly like that's just it. God is, right? So when you hear a message of anyone saying, "Oh, God's doing this for you," God is doing that for you by the fact that you're hearing that, and that should spark you already being faced with that idea. It should spark you with the emotional sense, with the feeling sense in the heart to give you steps to move forward so you can start planning and doing things on the external. It's not saying some imaginary force is going to start clicking up and a hand's going to drop down and make everything for you. It's showing you a path. So understand that because people won't explain that to you because they don't even know. And they don't even want to do the research to know because they're afraid to know their creator because their creator, unfortunately, is not the same God as you would want it to, as you would hopefully want it to be. A lot of people who still say that Jesus, said that heaven's going to be on earth. Guess who rules earth? Guess who doesn't have anything to do with earth? Guess who's Jesus said that they were going to come to earth? Listen, just do your research, because a lot of people get shit mixed up and they just listen to Paul's teaching, so they're just a worshiper of the devil, whether they want to admit it or not. But coming from their words and their mouth, they are. When it comes to balance, at the end of the day, there's a balance that's being happened. There's been almost, when you ignore something, the opposite, the balance out that ignorance is attention, is the increased attention of it. It's being balanced out, but it's being balanced out in a way that's very quick and exaggerated to get you to kind of see something, to fact check yourself, to correct yourself, to get yourself back in the aligned vibration. Because again, this is something that you've been wanting. You've been making wishes, prayers. However, Archangel Michael, again, if we have winter as well, there's something that's going to change within you during the steps that you're moving forward with, but you're needing to actually sit down with yourself and understand what's going on. Sit down with yourself and truly work through the last cog, is what I'm hearing. Like, there's a few cogs that may be out of place, or a few cogs that need oil. The oil, oils are representative of blessings. You use your anointing oils. There might be an anointing that you need to do. You may need to just anoint over your life and, use oils and anoint and say, your psalms, or however that you need to do, right? Whatever we have ghost here. There's something that you're not seeing. There's like a ending that you may be trying to avoid almost, because you're not wanting to see a different side. And this could just be to like being unamused. Yeah. I love how this came out. That's funny. Anyway, it could just do, it's like you're trying to avoid something. It's, I don't know. Let me scratch myself so I can actually think. I got like itchies all over. But there's this energy where you're not amused by a way of being. You're not enjoying something anymore, because the root cause of you doing something is for money, is for uh some form of attention. This could be you being in a dancing group, but you don't like anyone in that dancing group because no one else has the same vibe as you. This might be a call for you to just cut people out of your energy who aren't really helping you, who aren't, supporting you. And actions speak louder than words, always. If someone can say I support you, but if they're not doing anything actively on the physical to do it, and they're just like, oh, I'm gonna pray, I'm gonna hope that and they're not doing anything on the physical, they're not supporting you. They don't want to support you, they could care less. And that's just a solid fact that a lot of people have to get the grip on. Because when people say that they're going to do something and they don't end up doing it, or they say that I support you and they don't actually do anything to show that support, what's going on is a mirror effect, where they're unable to show themselves that same support, and they don't want to show you that either. And it comes from a deep-rooted fear of being overshined or being judged, and that's something that the person who's not doing that still needs to get over on themselves. So this could just be for you to understand that you need to leave some people, you need to cut some people out of your life, and you stop interacting and stop seeing people as compatible who aren't actually giving you any sort of energetic give and take. They're just kind of taking and then giving you like an IOU for a later date, but that IOU never is met up. It's That's what's kind of going on, because you could be selling out a lot of your energy, doing things that um, are beneficial for you or for your community or for whoever, right? But you're not getting some sort of you're not getting something back. I can't think reciprocation. There we go. You're not getting any like reciprocation, so you're not able to really benefit from the exchange of energy that's going on. This could be a glamour spell that you have on yourself, where you know who you are and you know that other people know who you are, but you're almost in this glamored energy of like, why am I not receiving all that I'm wanting? Why am I not getting all the things that I'm desiring? And you're stuck just waiting and watching for it to come in whenever you're not seeing it. And it's because there's this mask over you. There's this facade over you that you're needing to break so you can see through. And it's being brought to your attention at this time so you can really move forward. Because again, it's just what's blocking you. This is what's showing you this blockage. This is what's keeping you from really being able to move forward. This is what's keeping you from being able to see what the divine has actually for you, rather than what your ego is wanting you to go down. And your ego is wanting you to go through almost more of a struggle to have a reason to hold on so tightly to something, right? Because that's what the ego will do. It will create all sorts of disasters and bullshit in your path, in your way, so that you end up feeling more deserving for something, and then that ends up hurting you even more when you're not receiving it. The ego plays a dastardly game. It really does. But that's what you really have to learn how to balance and remove out of your system, not to make peace with it, but to remove it. If it causes you a disruption, it should just be removed, right? It's not like you don't get an illness and be like, oh, the illness can stay with me. You do things to get the illness out of you, right? So why would you do the same thing for a habit or for a person or for a thing, right? If you're okay with that sickness, then you would just continue to stay sick. You wouldn't do anything to get better. In fact, if you had like the flu, instead of staying quarantined, you'd go out everywhere. You would still partake in things that gave you the flu. You'd go to like flu conventions and whatnot. You know what I mean? You wouldn't be doing anything to actually benefit yourself. So, same thing goes for energy. A lot of these like delusional spiritualists will say like, no, you have to keep every bit of you. No, you don't. If you had to keep every bit of you, then why are you getting rid of your dead skin cells? Didn't you shave like a few days ago? Why are you getting rid of that? Overstand. These people don't think about it that way though, because they think, oh, that's not how you think. But no, it is. It's the same thing. It's energy. It's parts of you. So why are you getting rid of it? If it shouldn't go, then why? Why do we shed? Because we have to get rid of the old and bring in the new. So why are you holding on to old things? That's what I'm asking. That's just, that's just a simple part. A lot of them won't tell you this though, because what they don't understand is they've made peace with letting go, and they won't tell you that they made peace with letting go. They'll just tell you that they've accepted it as a part of them, when in actuality they let go of it. It's no longer a part of them because they no longer have it. Even if they tried to, they couldn't. That's why people say I can't even get mad like that no more. It's not, they didn't make peace with their anger. That anger is not even part of them. They left. They can't get mad. They don't know how to. It's not part of the programming. Understand that, please. With the Page of Swords, it's definitely like looking at your thoughts and being the investigator, seeing what thoughts are coming towards you, what's going on, why do I think this way, what actions do I need to take, where is my mind at, to the Knight of Swords. And once you start really doing that, you'll be able to transmute into the Pinnacle. You'll be able to transmute, why, I want this, I want that, I'm wanting this to come in, I'm wanting that to come in, all these things that you're desiring. You'll start seeing the actual desired reality come to fruition once you start moving with it. There's like thought forms that need more, oh my god, more attention to, because they're blocking you. You're not receiving a crown thought. There's something that's not being thought about clearly. So you're needing to remove all these past things. You need to investigate them. Is this worth my time? Is this worthy? Is this true? Is this what I want? No, it's your way. It's your life, your way. So how are you going to live it? Right? And right now, that's why nothing's working. There's the disagreements with life's my way, but then you're like, it's my life, but I'm, God's telling me what to do. No, he's not. God doesn't tell you what to do. God faces you with an idea. Let me just break it down this way. Let me just break it down this way for a lot of these people to understand, because a lot of people don't understand this, and that's why their whole life is fucked up, and that's why they keep back and forth. When you are being told to do something by a force, right? That's not a higher vibration. A low vibration will demand. A high vibration will meet you with an idea. That's how it is. The divine God does not say, if you don't do this XYZ. That's a low vibration. When you are told to forcefully do things, when you're demanding to move out of one place to another, that is a low vibration. That's something trying to take control over you and dictate you. When you're faced with ideas and shown things, that's the higher vibration. That's what you need to understand when it comes down to this. And with the full reverse, it comes down to a leap not being taken due to you not thinking that it's worthy. This is that one bad thought that's causing all these effects. This one bad thinking pattern of, oh, I'm being told to do this. Oh, I have to do this. Why do you have to? Are you telling yourself to do that? Or do you feel forced to do it? How is it going? Where is this idea being faced from? There's bad ideas being shown to you due to the way that you've been thinking, due to the way that you've been manifesting, and that needs to change. This is why things feel overbearing. That's the Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords, again, like the headaches, the lack of sleep is happening because of it. You might be having very vivid dreams that like keep you up, or not remembering your dreams at all. Just like this I can't mentality, fighting each other to the Nine of Wands reverse. And that's keeping you from even like, and there's, I don't know, it's like you're not making a leap quick enough. You're not doing something soon enough. Or whenever you do something, it's like you're not putting all of yourself in because you're scattering your energy around. You're not seeing the true point of what you're trying to desire, not getting the actual wisdom from it. You're doing the action, but you're not getting any form of wisdom. And that's what the divine is trying to show you, is how to receive that wisdom. You look, all the aces have come in reverse. This is really like everything is going catawonky due to you not receiving the actual pure idea. It's coming from this impure thought form. Fix the thought form. Like you might even be trying to work from the thought area still, when you're not seeing the ideas, when you're not seeing what truly brings you inspiration. You might have even took a break from doing something because something else gives you more joy, and it's time to put more energy into that and focus heavily on that, and then do your other things. This could even be a hobby that needs more attention, so that you're not putting all your energy into one thing, right? We had the Three of Cups and the Two of Cups. Three of Cups upright, Two of Cups reverse. And this is really saying like there's a lot of distractions that are keeping you from being yourself. You're over gratifying something, and that's keeping you disconnected from yourself. Or you feel like, oh, I have to do this thing, but you don't actually have to do it. Again, you're not nurturing the main idea that you're receiving. The idea being, how does this make you feel, rather than I should do this, right? And that's why things aren't working out. That's why the bottom of the wheels. That's why you're on fate's time and not destiny's time. A lot of people say you have to create your destiny. That's a lie. You don't create destiny, you create fate. So when someone says you need to create your destiny, they're not talking about destiny, they're talking about fate. These people don't know what they're talking about. This could even just be you getting messages from people that really do not know anything when it comes down to the age of it. This is why when people say things of like, oh, I'm spiritual, what does that mean? Do they understand what the word spiritual means? Probably not. Do these gurus and spiritualists know anything about the words that they're saying, or are they just saying the words because it's a buzzword and everyone uses it? Probably not. If you had a genuine conversation with these people, asking them like what definitions were of things, they'd probably get pissed off and angry, or say, I don't know why you keep asking me this, or stop running semantics or some bullshit like that. And it's just because they don't even know, and they're just hoping that you don't know either, because if you know and they don't know, what does that make them and what does that make you? I don't know. That's up for them to decide, right? But that's what's going on. There's a misuse of the crowning idea that you're receiving. The King of Wands. There's not any bravery. There's not any support, internal support. There's not any actual determined energy moving forward, due to these thoughts not being stable, these shaky thoughts. You're not needing to climb up some gigantic hill to receive what you're wanting. You're making a mountain out of a molehill with a lot of these situations, where all you have to do is a certain thing, and you're not doing that, and you just need to be able to nurture the ideas, the thoughts that you're receiving, and see what they actually hold for you, rather than going off on escapades and thinking that things are so rough. And after that comes the Emperor. Again, once you nurture, you'll be able to start working on that and moving forward, and you'll leave this regretful energy. There won't be any more need for a regret. But again, all this is happening within the subconscious. Pay attention to your subconscious. Pay attention to these nocturnal or even pass by thoughts and pass by feelings that you get that don't get any attention. You just kind of pop up and go, oh, that's cool, and then you ignore them, because that's how you're going to get to the Nine of Cups. That's how you're going to get to your wish fulfillment. That's how the genie is trying to connect with you and tell you what you need to do. But because you're not used to listening to it, it's only going to fly by for a few seconds. It's the firefly energy. You need to be able to catch that spark of inspiration when it happens, so that you actually have the energy to go through with the things that you're desiring. And then once you do that, rest for rest for a second, rest for like 5, 10, 20 minutes, and then see what happens, see what else is formed by that. That's the workings of the divine. That's the divine's working pattern. That's how they're trying to connect with a lot of people. That's how they connect with people in general as well. But they're not overseeing that. Anyway, we're going to move on to the purple deck. All right. What else is going on here, Spirit? We have storms. So this is the storm that you're in. This is the cataclysm that's going on around that may need to be focused on with this Leo full moon. This is the knowledge. This is what you need to know. This is what you're needing to see. This is what's been trying to come from that heart space. This is what your heart space has been trying to tell you to do. With Venus energy, um, it's definitely the balancing of the work and of what you need to. It's like, yeah, balancing out the work, balancing out the transactions that you're making so you can truly work from a heart space. So take the leap, take the leap to delve within yourself, take the leap to truly see situations as they are. Don't focus on past people, places, or situations. They hold no power over you. The only reason why they would even come back to you in the physical, and only in the physical, because if they come to you in the spiritual, they come into your realm. Even if they come to you on the spiritual, it's in your realm. But the only reason why is because they want to hope and beg that you're lesser than them, that they can, control or perturb you. Don't let that happen. This is the ending of these cycles. Again, people could just be coming back to perturb you and show you what you don't want, showing you um the differences between, I'm gonna have to say this way because it's coming out that way, the differences between the actual divine royalty and the peasants, the ones that are role playing and trying to act as if they are part of the divine, and the ones that are actually of the divine. And this is a huge difference. And the big difference is whenever you speak, the peasants won't overstand you. The peasants won't listen. The peasants will continue and copy each other, as they don't have the mind of their own to really be of their own stature. The divine ones will be able to move forward with determination, will be able to move forward and say and do the things that they're needing to do. This is like the rebellious side. This is where you need to really kick in and see who are you. You're not like the others. You don't need to fit in with the others. The other people are lost, and they're the blind leading the blind. Well, you're doing something different. What are you doing? And understand and see what you need to be doing, because all will be revealed. You need to know as well that you are protected. Your angels are around you. You are heavily protected. They just need you to focus on what you're desiring. Focus on the things that you're wanting. Make a day planner. However, read in between the lines, though. Read your script again. See what's going on. This could be about you needing to take flighty energy. This could just be you being an air sign that needs to put in more work, or however, or you need to put more work within your air sign. Look up like where your air signs locations are and seeing what kind of work you can do to help it. You might have an air sign within your Mars placement. This could just be about a lot about communication, talking about something that you're not comfortable talking about. Again, using that voice, but with all this magical energy coming out, using your voice and meaning it. Oops, sorry about that. Cards landing on the mic, but using your voice with like a reason, instead of just speaking and being like, yeah, this could be cool. Actually speak what's on your mind. Allow people to know what's going on rather than allowing them to assume, because people will assume until the fucking cows come home, and then after the cows come home, they'll make those burgers. They'll make the cows into assumption burgers and then eat their assumptions up. They won't understand what's going on. You need to tell and speak what's going on so that everyone understands, not using buzzwords, not using scapegoating terms, not blaming it on other people, just saying what's going on. Allow yourself to be translucent. That's how you're going to get your blessings. That's how you're going to get to your goal. This is your chance. This is your chance to move forward. You're at the crossroads right now, though, and you need to make a decision on what you're going to do. You might have had a dream recently with Neptune energy, of something that's going to happen in the future, or just a dream that really sparked your interest or is stuck with you that you're trying to break open from, or diving into a deeper meaning of a dream even. This could even be about magic or an illusion that's being held onto you, an illusion caused by your feeling space, caused by your emotions. You could have a water placement in your Neptune that you need to look out for as well. Regardless, you need to look at these things differently so you can see the truth, so you can see where you're actually desiring to head, instead of heading down a path of the stagnancy, heading down a path of this continuous. I'm going to say continuous behavior because that's how it's coming out. We're going to move on to the animals. I'm not going to use the pocket animal. We're using this animal. So what else is going on here, Spirit? What animals need to come out? Oh. Give me a second here. I'll take 5. We'll take this and we'll shuffle them. We'll take the middle. We have antelope, decisive action. You're being told unequivocally that it's time to get moving. Set your intentions and take actions towards making your dreams a reality. You have a door in front of you. Trust your instincts here. Bear with his strength. This bear symbolizes a strong source of support in times of difficulty and adversity. It may be time for you to stand for your beliefs of your truth with strength and confidence. You are free to roam at will and follow your path. Lion is control. If you have moderate aggressive impulses, this is an invitation to control your temper. You are encouraged to explore how to express your needs or thoughts more openly and constructively to reduce your level of frustration. Turtle, which is calm. The turtle wisdom teaches us about walking our path in peace and sticking to it with determination and serenity. You may be encouraged to take a break from your busy life and look around or within you for more grounded, long-lasting solutions. And frog, which is transition. This is a powerful time of change. You're being called to connect with the world of emotions and feminine energies. You may also need to engage in a process of cleansing, whether it's physical, emotional, spiritual, or energetic. So there you have it. We're also going to be getting the angel cards out. And using them. What is going on with this bag? So we're also going to be using the angel card, seeing what angels are here with us. Okay. Shuffle a few more times. Take the bottom of the split. So we have Ha'el, God, Master of the Universe. Divine Warrior, confounds the wicked and brings victory and peace. Hamaya, God, the hope of all the earth. Ritual and ceremony can acquire all the treasures of heaven and earth. Kalalel, the invocable God. Justice makes truth known in court, causes innocence to prevail. Hathaitel, the adored God. Divine blessings, drives away evil spirits, rules agricultural production. Manakel, God nurturing and maintaining everything, knowledge of good and evil, appeases divine anger and cures epilepsy. Nelashel, the only God, desire for knowledge, protection, protects from liars, evil spells, and bad spirits. Akaya, the forbearing God, patience, reveals secrets of nature, spreads knowledge and industry. Harihel, the all-pervading God, intellectual richness, protects fertility of women, makes children respectful towards their parents. Leuaya, the swiftly hearkening God, fruition, provides expansive intelligence, and gives the grace of God. And last but not least, Hakamaya, the raising God, loyalty, delivery from those who seek to oppress, and brings victory. So thank you, Antis, for being here. Thank you, God, Mother, Father, for being here. Thank you to all the ancestors, past over loved ones, spirits, and souls, respectfully, and thank you, collective, as well, for being here. If you are interested in any of the Dr. Malachi Z workbooks, go to the description. You can go to the Google Drive. They're all free down there. Malachi is coming home. If you all are interested in any of my services, the readings I have, any books I have, any services to tarot service, one-on-one services, be sure to either use the order form or email me, and I'll get you started away that way. Regardless, thank you all so much for likes, comments, shares, subscribes, donations, whether energetic or financial. I'm greatly appreciative of both of them. If you are wanting to donate, we have the link, the stuff to donate in the description. Donations go towards helping with the tarot classes that I have, helping with equipment, situational things of that nature. Other than that, thank you all so much for all the support. Please do share stuff around as well. To share the videos, the shorts, the fundraiser that I have going on as well for the tarot things, for the tarot classes. I mean, excuse me. Share that as well around as well. But regardless, thank you all so much for all you do. I truly am grateful for it. I love each and every one of you all, to the moon and back, tenfold and forever. And I will see you later.